Hello, Detroit. Another evening, another blunt.
What's going on tonight? What's your name, man?
I'm Lionel, East Side,
Eastside where?
Harper area. I can't tell you my destination. You might know them peoples. You might know them peoples.
For sure. So what's going on with you tonight, man?
Think I'm gonna sit at the house where it's nice and safe at and do what's right for me.
What city you from?
I'm from Detroit, Michigan, all day, every day. I got to represent East Side.
That's right. Tell us about your upbringing.
Born and raised on the East Side. Lived through. I seen the riot. Stayed on Beneteau when that happened.
Been to on what?
Beneteau and Ghosty. I was a little top.
You was a little top?
Yeah, I was a little top.
I mean, what's your household look like?
It was 8 of us. Well, 9 if you count my grandma. So it wasn't easy, but I'm still here. We all 8 of us still here. We doing good. So I thank the Lord above. I got to give him his praises all day, every day. You know, but that's what I do.
For
So
sure.
I'm saying 4 boys, 4 girls.
Yeah.
You know, so like I say, it wasn't easy, but we survived and we here.
So where you fall at in that 8?
I'm number 4. I'm the second oldest child, second oldest son, and 4th oldest child. And got 4 under me. So, and believe me, I kept my foot in their butts and made them a little better. Well, I don't know how I fell off along the way somewhere, but hey, shit happens.
Okay. Give us one of your stories, man, coming up.
Wow.
What school you went to? Coming up, like from elementary to
I went to
middle
Lily
school.
Bridge, on Lily Bridge. I started out there, stayed on St. Paul.
What school you went to?
The name of the school was Lily Bridge.
Okay.
Yeah, it was on Lily Bridge Street. That was my elementary days. And yeah, I just a big old gap in the middle. I just missed. Middle school. You know, I did Hamilton. Let me say I went to Hamilton. I went to Hosmer. Let me say I went to Jackson, which later became McNair. That's where I learned to swim at too.
McNair?
Yeah. Well, it was Jackson then, but yeah, that was some good old days. Yeah.
Did you go to high school?
Yeah, in the penitentiary.
Oh, okay. So you went to the penitentiary by
Yeah.
what age?
I was 22 when I went in.
But you didn't go to high school when you was out?
Well, I did. I went as far as 8th grade, and then school wasn't interesting to me, so I did the next best thing. Stayed in the streets. No, I didn't never sell drugs. I didn't feel no need to. There was too many of them out there doing it, and that wasn't my lifestyle. But I did have my feet all up on the other side, the opposite end of the law. So I did my dirt, you know what I'm saying? But paid my price too, you know.
So what was the charges that sent you to prison?
Armed robbery, assault with intent, and felony firearm.
Was that your first charge? Or did they send you up the road like later on after your 3rd offense, 4th offense?
That one was my I say that was my 15th offense then.
Before they sent you to prison?
Yeah, so they kept, pushing me out the door. And I always thought they were gonna keep on pushing me on out the door, but this time they pulled me into the door, and I gave them their time. I gave them 7 years of my life.
Okay, before we get into that, let's start off with your first offense, if you remember. We're going to go from your 1st, 2nd, 3rd, all the way until they sent you to prison.
I think my first one would be strong armed robbery. Caught somebody coming out of A&P supermarket. Y'all probably don't even know what that is no more. Those who that do know, A&P market. And his hands was full, so he couldn't do nothing. We just went in his pocket, took his money, and ran.
Did y'all get caught for that?
Didn't get caught. And that was the start of it. I'm like, it was too easy to make all this money. It was too much money for us, and then money was just plentiful anyway. I mean, the bills wasn't as high. Inflation ain't what it is. You can still get penny candy, so $1 would go a long way. So imagine having, you 13 years old and you got what, 40, 50, $60. Now you're doing something. So.
And what year was this?
Oh man, that had to be 70, 73. Yep, 73 or 73, 74.
1973, 1974.
Yeah.
How old was you then?
13.
13.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was your first one. What was your second? Do you remember? What was your first charge?
My first charge, strong arm robbery.
Was it for that one? You said AP?
It was another one. Caught me a fireman. I didn't know he was a fireman at the time, and I caught him, and he wanted to struggle with me, so I had to give him a 2-piece. At that point in time, I took his wallet. I didn't know I was taking the whole station's payroll. He was cashing other people's checks too, and taking them back to him. So that was a nice little lick, but unfortunately, I didn't get to keep it. So that was the start of my big downfall, and from there, I went to the armed robbery and robbed police.
Hold on. Pause for a second. So you say you ain't get a chance to keep it. What happened?
Oh, they caught me. They caught me.
Take us through the whole scene.
Okay, the area is Outer Drive and East Warren. Okay. It's a fire station there. At the time, there was a bank there, the gas station, and the auto parts place at the time, across from a big old field. It's a fire station that's right there. When my man was across the street cashing their checks, I caught him coming out, took the money. I went to running down Alta Road, trying to make it back to my house, which was about a little over a mile. But at that age, I could run forever. You know what I'm saying? So, but when I realized I had all that money, then I realized all these cars started coming up. There was cars everywhere. You know they was looking for you. So I had to ditch the money, got caught.
When you say car, what do you mean by car?
The fire cars. The chief of police. The chief of the fire department. Mm-hmm. That car was riding around. Some other cars was riding around.
Like what? Police cars.
Police cars, and I believe at the time it was probably even the firemen themselves driving around looking for me.
Right.
So I ditched the money to go back, and then I ended up getting caught a couple of blocks from the house. Yeah. They put me up, they gave me a couple of 3 pieces, 4 pieces, and a little secret ass whooping. And I took them back and got that money to keep that ass whooping off of me.
Oh, you had stashed the money?
Yeah, I had stashed the money.
So tell us about that. You was running, and you was like, damn, I got to stash. Go ahead.
I got to stash. I'm running. I'm saying, it was a nice little fat little envelope. The little plastic envelope. Mm-hmm. It was that. And I realized all the money was in it. So at the time, we still had trash cans in the alley. Before we had them big old dumpsters. And so I found me a trash can, slid the money in the trash can, knew where I was at, boated on home. My destination is try to get home, change my clothes. It didn't quite work like that. So when I was running, jumping the fences, when I jumped one fence, I had to jump the other side. When I came out on the streets, it's like they was right there waiting on me. But it just so happened they was just passing by. And I'm 13, I'm like, time to boat. It's time to boat again. But they had more energy. They were sitting down, and I had already been running. They ran me down, got me, beat me up a little bit, made me take them back and give them the money, called the police on me. So.
That was your first offense?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you went to jail, you went to the county?
I went to the county. No, I went to the Wayne County Youth Home, 1333 East Forest Avenue. I'll probably never forget that address. Just like I won't forget Cooper Street.
Okay, so they took you to juvie. And how long you had to sit there?
I sat there until 5 days before Christmas of that year.
Oh, so you remember the time it was? Yeah. What day was it when you hit the lick?
Right before right before Thanksgiving. It was way before Thanksgiving. But so I would say early November, and I didn't get out until December.
So you got caught early November, and you got out about
December 26th. December 20th, 5 days before Christmas.
December 20th.
Yeah.
So you went to court. What day you go to court? You remember?
I don't know exactly what date it was.
Well, when you went to court, what the judge
They
said?
released me to my recognizance to my mama, under her supervision, and then that was the end of that.
What your mama say?
Well, she beat me up. My mama wasn't no joke. My mama ain't no joke, but.
Was your pops around then?
No, I had an in between.
Okay. So your mother, when she had to come down there after the court, she whooped your ass.
When I got home, that's exactly what I got. It's like I didn't do enough. I didn't get my ass whooped enough in there. Of course, I didn't get beat up in jail, but you know, that was punishment enough. Then I got to come home and get punished again. Hell, you could have left me in there.